What up? It's your boy, Wall Street, here again to talk because that's just what I do. So today I want to talk about the greatest to ever do it, Mr. LeBron James Sr. Got to add the senior in there now that Bronny's in the league. And LeBron recently made a statement to the media that, he doesn't know how much time he has left playing. It might be a year, it might be 2 years, but it's not that long, right? And he's gone back and forth over time saying, I feel like he just does this a lot where he just tries to keep it up in the air so people just appreciate the time that he's actually playing on the court, which I think is a valid idea, right? But regardless of when he retires or whatever, I'm always going to appreciate seeing LeBron James play. He's basically been in the league for the entirety of my life, in terms of being an NBA fan. So I will certainly miss him when he's no longer in the league. It'll feel very, very odd, I'm sure. But we got plenty of other superstars in the league. But to me, I'm like, if he wanted to play another 5 years, he probably could. He's had a triple-double in 4 straight games this season. And the Lakers are currently sitting pretty decent at 8-4. So I would make a bet that they're probably going to wind up being one of the top 6 seeds in the Western Conference. And if they do that, I think they have a decent chance to make it into the second round and possibly make a push even further. But the Lakers look good, and I think the main thing that's going to change things in terms of how long LeBron's actually going to play is I think he does want to win another championship. I think anytime LeBron steps on the court, he wants to win, right? And if he can figure out how to win a championship this year, he might just call it. I don't know if he's going to want to come back and play until the wheels fall off, as he said. Right? And if he wins a championship, he's probably going to be like, all right, I'm good. Let me go out on a high note. Right? But he also might, want to come back and defend the title. Right? So I don't really know what he's going to do. But LeBron is just such an incredible player, and he's just so fun to watch. He's going to be 40 in December. So in a little bit over a month, this guy's going to be 40 years old playing all-star, Hall of Fame level basketball. He's obviously going to be an all-star again this year. He's been an all-star every single year except for his rookie year, which, in my opinion, is kind of BS. Should have been an all-star, but hey, they can do whatever they want, right? But why you got to rob my guy LeBron like that? But he's just superhuman, dude. And, you see these interviews with his teammates and people around the league, and they're just like, I don't know how he does it. The guy is quite literally a robot in terms of just how disciplined and good he is at maintaining his skill set and his body from year to year. It's incredible. And he improves every year. You just never know what he's going to add to his game next. And it's pretty incredible. So currently on the season, averaging 23.5 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, and 9.6 assists per game, which is good for third in the league. And he's shooting 52.3% from the field. The guy's just all time. But, I kind of thought, I was like, maybe he waits until Bryce gets into the league. I think Bryce is a senior in high school right now. So Bryce is then going to have to play another year, either, pro or, college, probably college, I would imagine. And they can get drafted to the league. So he's probably going to be a part of the 2026 NBA draft, especially if LeBron is still in the league. If LeBron is not in the league, then maybe Bryce sticks around in college a little bit longer. But, I've said this before too. I think Bryce has a little bit more of potential than Bronny does. I mean, Bryce is just a longer guy. He's like 6'6", 6'7", plays with energy, super athletic. And, I think Bronny's going to be a really good player, contrary to what a lot of people think. People think Bronny doesn't deserve to be in the NBA, this and that, whatever. I don't like hearing that shit. I think Bronny deserves it. I think, yeah, obviously it's a help that LeBron is his father, but like these big teams are not going to just do shit like that, right? Like look at like Thanasis, Giannis's brother on the Bucks. Like Thanasis barely plays, right? But he's been on that team for years, and he brings a lot of energy, is great in the locker room. All the guys on that team love him. So like it's value being added, right? So your value being added doesn't necessarily mean that you're going out there and scoring 30 points a game. Maybe it's you going out there and locking up a guy on defense for 5 minutes, right? Maybe it's you being the best teammate you can be on the bench, in the locker room, all those things. So, I think both Bronny and Bryce have great team-oriented mindsets and winning mindsets that they got from LeBron. So at the bare minimum, they're going to be great locker room guys. They're going to be great energy guys, and I think they're going to have decent careers in the league. We'll have to see what happens with Bryce and what his path kind of turns out to be. But I think both of them could be in the league for years to come. So, but as far as LeBron, I think he'd probably want to play with both of them. If you could get Bronny and Bryce on the Lakers, that would be insane. That would be history that will probably never be replicated ever, and it would just be awesome. So I don't know. I mean, I think LeBron's probably got 2 years left. I think he's going to play this year. I think he's going to play next year. And then I think after that, it becomes a toss-up, right? Because then it's like, okay, he's going to be playing a season when he's, turning 42 years old. That's crazy. That's real crazy. That would be like his what? This is his, I think, 22nd season. Might be his 21st season. But I think he's like 100 games or so away from breaking the record for most games played. So I don't know. At this point, I'm like, I want LeBron to just keep playing, so he just sets the record so high for all this stuff that he's just fully cemented in history. I'm just a huge LeBron fan. Like, dude's just been such a big part of my NBA fandom in my childhood, and he's just like, being such a big superstar in the league, I do feel like he's a very good influence on people, and hasn't really had scandals and stuff like that. Like, he's just a good role model for people, and I really do respect that and envy that, because a lot of these guys that get a ton of money and get into the league, they don't understand that a lot of people look up to them, and I think LeBron has really taken that like on the head and has made it a point to be like, all right, I have this platform. I want people to look up to me for the right reasons, and not have a reason to kind of talk down or look at me in a bad light. So I really appreciate LeBron and what he's done for the league, and what he's done for me personally, just growing up being a huge basketball fan, playing basketball, learning a lot of stuff from just watching him and hearing him talk about the game. It's just, he's a wealth of knowledge, and whether he continues to play past the next 2 years, I'm sure he'll be around the game in some capacity. I mean, he wants to own the expansion team in Vegas whenever that happens, so we'll be seeing him around the game for, years to come. So let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think LeBron's going to play more than, a year, 2, 3, 4 years more? Like, how long do you think we're going to continue seeing him in the NBA? Do you think we'll continue seeing him in a Lakers uniform? Do you think he'll go somewhere else? Let me know what you think. As always, if you liked the video, please hit me with a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you did not like the video, hit me with a dislike. Let me know how you really feel. I'm open to all opinions. You know what it is. So without further ado, catch you guys with the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.